In the following 6 lessons, I'll be sharing my Etsy rules of engagement. These rules will help to guide you as you create your listing. Our job as sellers is to create the most engaging listings for the human shoppers on Etsy that we can possibly create, so that the Etsy machine learns that we're a great listing and will in turn put us in front of more shoppers, which it does by giving us views. This is how you educate the Etsy machine. Its love language is human engagement. And more importantly, the Etsy machine starts taking note of your listing within just a day or two after you list it, which means your listing should be fully optimized when you publish it, not worked on for weeks after you publish it to bring it up to speed. So to start, what is engagement? Engagement on Etsy occurs anytime a shopper interacts or engages with your listing. A shopper types a search inquiry into search and is shown a grid of ordered listings based on what Etsy deems to be the most relevant listings. An Etsy shopper can engage a listing by clicking it, favoriting it, adding it to their cart, and/or purchasing it. This is engagement. In the hierarchy of engagement, the purchase or checkout is the highest form of engagement and the one that we are all, of course, striving for. But clicks, favorites, and added cart actions are all promising actions that occur prior to a purchase and are also valuable data for the Etsy machine that you're educating. Engagement in purchases will drive more engagement in purchases. This is how the sales ball gets rolling. So if we fail to have an engaging listing from the moment we launch our shop and publish our first listing, then we're slowing that process down significantly. Launching your shop is like rocket fuel for your shop. Etsy may only give your listing 50 views that day, but if your listing is optimized to be relevant for the buyers who are searching for it, and it's so engaging that you make a sale from 50 views, you'll get the machine's attention with that. That's a 2% purchase rate or conversion rate, which is what the machine cares most about. Again, to calculate your Etsy purchase or conversion rate, you take your number of views for a listing and divide by your number of purchases for that listing. Etsy will show you this metric in your stats for each listing that you have, and it's the most important metric regarding how successful your listing will be. The machine is learning and calculating how many times does it have to show your listing for any given keyword search before you will give it a sale. A 1% purchase rate or conversion rate is standard for marketplaces such as Etsy when using the formula above, dividing views into purchases. Anything above that is good. Show the machine a 2, 3, or 4% conversion rate or higher, and over time, you'll start seeing your listing move up on that relevancy ranker quite quickly. So being highly relevant and highly engaging from the moment you click publish on your listing is a great strategy for moving sales your way, which is another reason why we launch our listings fully optimized to be taller and also highly engaging. In the next 6 lessons, I'm going to share with you my 6 rules of Etsy engagement. As a seasoned seller, these are the components that I would never think of launching a listing without making sure that they were all on point. They are: 1. Create a standout marketable product. 2. Create a trustworthy brand image. 3. Take scroll-stopping photography. 4. Write descriptions that eliminate questions. 5. Set competitive pricing and shipping structures. And lastly, 6. Understand Etsy search and research your titles and tags. Think of these as 6 spokes on the wheel of engagement. When all 6 are working together, the wheel rolls smoothly. But if we leave any spoke broken or unattended to, then we're in for a wobbly ride and are failing to fully optimize our listing and therefore reducing our chances of educating the Etsy machine from the very beginning that we have an excellent and highly relevant listing that will produce high engagement. Remember, our goal is to move a customer from search all the way through to a purchase. And these 6 rules of engagement, all when working together, fully optimize are your best chance at doing that. Follow along in your pre-launch workbook as I lay the groundwork for what you'll need to do to set up your listing with all 6 of these engaging areas working together. This is how you'll launch a listing. And remember, don't launch your shop until you're ready to launch at least one listing. Otherwise, you're giving up that new shop advantage.